What's up everyone, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'll show you a second strategy to beat the Battle with Fire Lord attacks on Romancing difficulty. This is a tough fight and I will be showing you what I did was Eagle Wings formation with a counter tanker in the central slot. I have Julian. If you have Emperor it's much better because Emperor buffs better and he also deals more damage while using less number of hits. Julian can attack up to 4 times, that will trigger many of the boss attack boosts, but you are going to need a lot of characters that can give you defensive support as well. I also brought Johan for extra damage together with Gustave, and Gustave does give a lot of defense support via his Iron Brave, and then you can inherit 2 dominance to decrease the spell damage, and then you need 2 characters that will give you attack and defense boosts. I suggest you bringing, for example, Rich or Bertrand if you don't have Noel and Katarina. Good thing about Rich is that he can actually bring Rising Nova Plus to buff break. Noel can buff break with the skill that he has, that is the Subspace Slash. So Hawk will also work well here. You can also bring Real Queen, but her debuffs won't work, it's just for extra damage. So bring your equipments versus Slash, Blunt, Heat, and Sun. If you are with Katarina in the party, you need at least 35 points of resistance for these elements in order to trigger extra effects. And Gustave and Katarina together can trigger up to 5 VP per turn if you get hit 3 times with AoEs. This will only happen later in the fight. So this squad works pretty fine, and let's go. Okay, the fight starts. Let's see what we can get here. We will use Overdrive with everyone. Julian will use his Word and Shield Dance because this one will give him extra taunt effects. Johan is gonna use Purple Shadow Strikes. Noel with his Evil Blade because we are on turn 1. Boss has not attacked to self-buff yet. Katarina with Fear and Schwert, and Gustave with Gens's Strike. We can also use, actually Iron Brave better. We can also use the inherited skill to apply extra defense versus spells. It's not like we need it yet, so we'll wait. For now, when we are attacking, we'll be using both direct and indirect attacks that will trigger Slash and Blunt when we use direct attacks, and Heat attack boost when we use indirect attacks. So we actually make Fire Lord stronger by attacking it. But it's part of the gimmick of this fight. It's not really a problem, especially since we are very defensive with this squad. Look who just came here to say hi. Katarina, because it's super cold here in Brazil today and she wants to get a hug. And with this formation, Julian with his extra taunt will always be on highest potential to be hit. So he's not the best one. Emperor is, because he actually lands less attacks with higher power. But I don't have Emperor, I have to keep using Julian. Now let's use Star Liberation. Everyone else will just be using, for example, Noel will be using Subspace Slash, Katarina with Guardian Ice Slash, and what I was talking about Gustave, it's 2 Dominance. Okay? I don't need yet, let's just do damage, Grunt's Strike. Okay, that's a good damage, Johan. And he also applies Slash Defense down, that makes everyone else do more and more damage. Cloud Fireball is a random attack, that means that even if you have a counter, it's not gonna make any impact. It will be full random. Star Liberation, 2 million damage, incredible. And Guns Strike already doing how much? 6 million and something. That's because we have Julian here buffing SGR every time he gets hit. Same thing that will also happen with Emperor or Faye. And that was a 5 million counter. But he attacks multiple times, that's actually kind of bad. You cannot break the Slash, Blunt, and Heat attack boost the Fire Lord gets. When you can, Julian is better off using Starry Strike because it's just 1 hit. Then we can actually use the other skills with everyone else's. And I can use another Gens's Strike for damage. Yes. Our characters are usually stronger by turn 5 onwards. Some characters rely on heat ups that takes 5 turns. But even now, damage is super high. Not as high as with Katarina's squads, but nonetheless, it's still a lot of damage. And this squad is also extra defensive. Well, Gustave is doing more than 7 million damage now. Boss is getting close to half HP already. That's by turn 3. But he will start choosing a Defy weakness that will hold up more damage for a little. But it's good when it starts using AoE because Fire Lord has many AoE attacks that it likes to use after half HP. And Katarina and Gustave has passives that give us BP when that happens. So let me use now Starry Strike again, Purple Shadow Strike. Subspace's Slash will buff Break. But Evil Aura Blade will give us more defensive setup. I think it's maybe better. I am not so sure. Feel like we will get more of Subspace's Slash for now. Fury Sword. And I will use Steel Dominance because it looks like we are taking too much damage now. That will increase more spell resistance. We can finish this fight by turn 6 or 7. Okay, it's Steel Dominance. Buff Break, finally. Yeah, it's based on Firelord HP, around 30%. Just got there. Good thing is that we stopped multi-attacks via Julian's counter. Extra defense support from Katarina. Meditation will self-buff. Oh my gosh, Rising Nova is such a powerful attack and just killed Gustave. We can still probably finish this fight if we want, but that was nasty. And especially with this formation and Julian countering and taunting. I'm gonna use Evil Aura Blade this turn and Fury Sword. We'll still finish by turn 6, but I hope in your run it attacks Julian instead of Gustave. Julian has too many defense boosts that he triggers that he just don't die. But we will still need turn 6. Or hits. At least this time it was on Julian. See the difference in damage? It's a big difference. It is being finished by turn 5 with good RNG. If Gustave didn't die. But now it's time to use Subspace's Slash or else the enemy will just buff too much. You don't want that. We may actually need turn 7. Yeah, we will. Johan will finish though. No matter what happens now, because remember he has 15 damage blocks alongside his evasion. He will just simply survive. Rising Nova. Oh no! Died by counter, that's even better. Okay, this is the end of the video, guys. Have you finished this fight? Please share here in the comments section your squad composition. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon in the next video or live stream. Goodbye.